fear nothing. Chill, deaf. It is what it is, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got a brain. I know how to move, and I know what not to say.
If you thought the drama surrounding Lil Durk and King Vaughn had reached its final chapter, think again. Tonight, what was meant to be private has exploded across the internet. King Vaughn's mom and Lil Durk met behind bars, a conversation recorded without anyone's knowledge, and now, fans are seeing it all for the first time. Questions are flying. What was really said during that tense exchange? Who was telling the truth, and who was hiding something? The leaked footage shows a side of Lil Durk we've never seen before, tense, reflective, and clearly weighed down by years of unsaid words. Meanwhile, Vaughn's mom remains composed yet emotional, confronting the past and the present in a single, explosive moment. Every gesture, every glance, every pause has fans dissecting the meaning, reading into what is said and what is left unsaid. Social media erupted within minutes, with clips spreading faster than anyone could control. Fans are shocked, theories are running wild, and the questions keep piling up. Did this meeting change everything we thought we knew about that night? Did Lil Durk finally reveal what really happened with Vaughn? And how much of this will shake the foundation of the Chicago rap scene? Stay tuned, because what you're about to see might rewrite everything you thought you knew. The tension inside the prison walls was palpable as Lil Durk sat across from King Vaughn's mom, the air thick with years of unspoken words, regrets, and questions that had haunted Chicago's streets for months. This wasn't just another celebrity sighting or a staged interview. This was raw, unfiltered emotion captured in a room where every sound seemed amplified. The guards' footsteps echoed in the hall, yet inside that small visiting room, the world outside felt miles away. Fans, social media followers, and industry insiders would never have imagined what unfolded here. King Vaughn's mom, a figure who had carried her son's legacy with quiet dignity, leaned in, her eyes scanning Durk's expression, measuring his honesty, weighing his remorse. Every movement, every word carried weight. Lil Durk, tense and reflective, avoided eye contact at first, his hands clasped tightly together. "I know people are expecting me to just speak," he began, his voice low but deliberate. "But there's a lot you don't see, a lot you weren't told." The moment was already going viral in spirit, even before the footage would leak, because those present could sense the magnitude of what was about to be said. The room seemed smaller, more intense, the kind of space where truths are either revealed or swallowed whole. King Vaughn's mom nodded slowly, letting him continue, her presence commanding, almost like a lighthouse in the storm of rumors that had plagued the industry. The discussion pivoted immediately to the night everyone had questions about, the fateful evening that led to Vaughn's untimely death. Durk spoke carefully, not dodging, not over-explaining, but providing fragments, fleeting admissions that hinted at the larger story. He mentioned decisions, influences, and people who had manipulated circumstances behind the scenes. Each revelation, though subtle, carried an intensity that made the air thicken. It wasn't just facts, it was emotions, regrets, and reflections spilling out in a way only isolation could provoke. King Vaughn's mom reacted with measured gestures, sometimes placing her hand over her heart, other times shaking her head slowly, signaling both disbelief and understanding. Leaked footage of this meeting quickly became a storm on social media. Clips were taken, screenshots circulated, and discussion threads exploded with speculation. Fans analyzed the tone, the pauses, the inflections, trying to determine what was genuine and what was calculated. "Look at his eyes," one commenter wrote. "You can tell he's holding back something bigger." Another added, "Her calmness is terrifying. She knows more than we ever will." This conversation wasn't just about recounting events. It was about legacy, responsibility, and confronting the painful truth. Lil Durk continued, describing moments of fear, moments of confusion, and decisions that were never meant for public scrutiny. The footage revealed a side of Durk previously unseen, vulnerable, hesitant, yet painfully aware of the consequences of every word. At one point, he shifted uncomfortably, glancing toward the small window that overlooked the prison yard. "I've been thinking about what could have been done differently, what I should have said," he admitted, his voice cracking slightly. The room felt like it was holding its breath. King Vaughn's mom leaned forward, her tone soft but firm. "We need the truth, Durk. Not excuses. Not stories. The truth." Her insistence wasn't confrontational. It was an unyielding demand for accountability, a call to face what had been buried under years of tension and miscommunication. As the conversation deepened, Durk referenced interactions and events that fans had only speculated about online. Mentions of unnamed associates, cryptic warnings, and decisions that had influenced outcomes on that night painted a picture of a complex web of choices and consequences. "It wasn't just me," he confessed. "There were things going on behind the scenes, people who had agendas that weren't visible to anyone outside." The revelation sent ripples through the room and later, through the online community once the recordings began leaking. Fans dissected every gesture, every subtle nod, every micro-expression, trying to separate the performance from the reality. Social media erupted as snippets of the jail conversation surfaced. Clips of Lil Durk leaning in, hands clasped, speaking directly to King Vaughn's mom, were replayed endlessly. Observers debated the authenticity, questioned motives, and speculated about consequences. One clip showing Vaughn's mom raising a finger as if punctuating a crucial point was shared widely, accompanied by captions like, "She's not here for theatrics, she's here for justice." Another segment, where Durk paused mid-sentence, seemingly searching for the right words, went viral with annotations, "Can you see the guilt?" The internet couldn't get enough, turning the private meeting into a public spectacle. Throughout the encounter, Durk revealed moments of fear and uncertainty, discussing not only the past night but the pressures that had surrounded him for years. He referenced industry dynamics, the influence of certain figures, and decisions that weren't just about personal safety but about reputation and perception. Every sentence hinted at a network of unseen pressures, a game of chess where every move was monitored and analyzed. King Vaughn's mom maintained her composure, occasionally allowing a soft sigh or a slight nod, signaling that she understood the broader context while demanding accountability. The leaked video captured moments of silence that spoke louder than words. Durk would pause, eyes downcast, letting the weight of the conversation settle. The tension was tangible. It wasn't just a discussion, it was a reckoning. King Vaughn's mom asked questions directly, pressing him to confront uncomfortable truths. "Did you say what needed to be said at the right time?" she asked. Durk responded carefully, choosing his words, revealing glimpses of remorse, fragments of confession, but nothing overly explicit. Fans online immediately theorized, debating which parts were the most damning and which were strategic. By mid-conversation, the energy in the room had shifted. Durk's posture relaxed slightly, his tone softened, and the dialogue became less defensive and more reflective. He shared insights into his emotions during key events, explaining decisions he had made under pressure and the internal conflicts he had wrestled with for years. King Vaughn's mom listened intently, occasionally interjecting to challenge certain statements or to elicit clarification. Every exchange was a mix of tension, revelation, and emotional depth, leaving observers both inside the room and online captivated. The leak didn't just offer words, it provided context. Viewers could see the environment, the stark prison walls, the harsh lighting, the slight tremor in Durk's hands as he gestured, and the controlled yet poignant responses from King Vaughn's mom. It was a masterclass in emotional exposure, a scenario where fame, tragedy, and personal accountability collided in real time. Fans couldn't help but dissect every second, from subtle facial expressions to nuanced tones of voice. As the conversation approached its climax, Durk acknowledged the public scrutiny he had faced, the questions that lingered, and the narratives that had formed around him. "People have judged me," he said, "but they don't know the full story. They never will." King Vaughn's mom countered with a firm reminder of responsibility, emphasizing the importance of transparency and the weight of legacy. The intensity of the exchange made it clear that this wasn't just a casual meeting, it was a confrontation with history itself. The leaked footage eventually captured Durk's acknowledgement of mistakes, hesitations, and moments he wished had unfolded differently. King Vaughn's mom highlighted the impact of these decisions, the consequences felt by family, friends, and fans, and the broader implications for Chicago's rap scene. The emotional weight was undeniable. Fans watching the leaks could sense the authenticity and intensity, making it one of the most compelling moments in recent hip-hop history. By the end of the hour, the conversation had spiraled into a mix of confession, reflection, and cautious revelation. Durk admitted to personal errors, acknowledged pressures from external influences, and discussed the complexity of navigating fame while being accountable to those affected by his actions. King Vaughn's mom balanced compassion with firmness, ensuring that the dialogue remained honest yet impactful. The footage, once leaked, created a storm of commentary, reactions, and viral moments that dominated social media for days. Fans and analysts dissected the conversation, linking past events, public statements, and social media posts to the moments captured in the video. The room's tension, Durk's body language, and King Vaughn's mom's controlled demeanor provided enough evidence for heated debates online. Viewers speculated on motivations, authenticity, and the potential consequences, leading to a renewed discussion about loyalty, truth, and the responsibility of artists in the public eye. The leaked jail chat became a case study in the intersection of fame, accountability, and emotional transparency. Fans, bloggers, and influencers analyzed the footage, creating timelines, compiling clips, and speculating on unspoken implications. The narrative expanded beyond the immediate conversation, touching on themes of trust, betrayal, and the complex dynamics between public personas and private truths. The impact of the leaked video was immediate. Clips spread rapidly across platforms, hashtags trended, and the conversation dominated news cycles, YouTube channels, and Twitter feeds. Analysts highlighted the significance of the meeting, noting the delicate balance Durk maintained while addressing the questions and confronting the emotions presented by King Vaughn's mom. Fans were divided, with some praising the courage and transparency, while others scrutinized motivations and authenticity. By the conclusion of the discussion, the weight of the leaked jail chat had shifted public perception. Durk's measured responses, combined with the assertive and emotionally charged presence of King Vaughn's mom, created a layered narrative that challenged existing assumptions and sparked debates across social media. Fans were left with lingering questions. What was fully revealed, what remained hidden, and how would this footage reshape the ongoing story of Lil Durk and King Vaughn in the public consciousness? The intensity of the leaked footage ensured that it would remain a reference point for fans, commentators, and industry insiders alike. Every detail, from subtle expressions to tonal shifts, was analyzed and replayed. The narrative became a living, breathing entity, evolving with each new clip, screenshot, and social media post. Ultimately, the leaked jail chat between Lil Durk and King Vaughn's mom wasn't just a moment. It was an event that captured the complexity of legacy, grief, and accountability in the modern rap world. Fans, social media users, and industry observers would continue to dissect, debate, and analyze the footage for weeks, ensuring that this conversation would have a lasting impact on the narrative surrounding both artists and their intertwined histories. The tension from the first hour hadn't dissipated. If anything, it had intensified. Lil Durk leaned back slightly in his chair, exhaling slowly, the weight of the conversation pressing down on him like the concrete walls surrounding the visiting room. Across from him, King Vaughn's mom maintained a composed demeanor, though the sharp glint in her eyes betrayed the storm of emotions simmering just beneath the surface. The cameras, now positioned discreetly to capture every angle, recorded the room in stark clarity, every gesture, every pause, every subtle expression magnified for the audience that would soon dissect this footage across social media platforms. Fans were already theorizing, screenshotting frames, and predicting what revelations were about to drop next. The discussion shifted to the intricacies of that night, one that had haunted Chicago's rap scene and left fans divided for years. Durk spoke cautiously, choosing his words with precision. "There's a lot you don't see," he admitted, eyes fixed momentarily on the laminated tabletop. "A lot of decisions made, people moving behind the scenes. Some things should have stayed private, but..." His voice trailed, leaving a tension-filled pause that allowed King Vaughn's mom to interject. "But the truth needs to be told, Durk," she said firmly. "People deserve clarity, not smoke and mirrors." The air vibrated with an almost cinematic weight. Every syllable carried the gravity of a legacy being unpacked in real time. Fans observing the leaked snippets online were already analyzing his tone and body language. Comments surged on X and Instagram. "He's cracking, you can feel it," one user wrote. "She's calm, but her eyes are slicing through him," added another. The dichotomy between Durk'S visible stress and Vaughn's mom's measured composure created a magnetic pull, compelling viewers to dissect every frame. Each sentence uttered by Durk revealed fragments of regret, hints at decisions made under pressure, and the complex web of interactions that had led to the night's tragic events. At one point, Durk's voice softened, almost vulnerable. "I didn't expect it to go that far," he admitted, his hands briefly covering his face. The cameras captured the tremor in his shoulders, the subtle shake that betrayed a mix of sorrow and frustration. Vaughn's mom leaned forward, her fingers interlacing, her voice calm but insistent. "You knew the risks," she said. "You knew the weight of those choices. You have to be accountable." Her words weren't accusatory, they were firm reminders of the responsibility that came with visibility and influence. The conversation pivoted to messages and interactions that had never been public. Durk described receiving calls and texts from associates, instructions and suggestions from people who were never meant to appear in headlines. Each revelation added layers to the story, painting a picture of a night influenced by more than just chance. "People think it was random," he explained. "It wasn't random. There were patterns, decisions, and miscommunications." Fans online immediately began to speculate, mapping out timelines and aligning them with previously known public statements and interviews. Every tweet, every story clip became fodder for analysis. At one moment, a subtle shift occurred. Durk's tone grew defensive but introspective. "I've been judged harshly," he said, "but people don't know what was happening behind closed doors. They don't understand the pressures, the threats, the stakes." Vaughn's mom responded with a piercing glance. "And yet, the consequences are felt by all of us," she said. The words hung heavy in the room, echoing not just the private grief of loss, but the public scrutiny that had followed Durk for years. Leaked video frames showed Durk gesturing toward a small stack of documents, which he explained contained fragments of conversations and decisions from that night. "I can't share everything," he warned, "but these show that I wasn't alone in handling what went down. There were warnings, advice, sometimes ignored, sometimes followed." The intensity in the room was mirrored online as snippets of the documents circulated. Fans cross-referenced these with past social media posts, interviews, and leaked audio, creating a mosaic of speculation that spread like wildfire. Vaughn's mom maintained her composure, occasionally breaking the tension with soft but firm interjections. "Transparency doesn't absolve guilt," she reminded. "It just sets the record straight." Durk nodded, swallowing hard. "I understand," he replied, "and I know nothing I say can bring him back. But people deserve the truth." The sincerity in his words, combined with the careful framing of the conversation, gave the leaked footage a gravitas that transcended ordinary celebrity drama. It was a masterclass in controlled revelation, a delicate balancing act between accountability and emotional exposure. The narrative then shifted to the dynamics of public perception. Durk acknowledged the viral impact of leaks, the pressure of social media scrutiny, and the instantaneous spread of partial narratives. "One clip can define you," he said. "One message, taken out of context, can ruin reputations." Fans dissected the cadence of his voice, the slight tremors in his hands, the controlled pauses, all signs that the story had layers yet to be fully understood. Vaughn's mom interjected, emphasizing that perception alone does not equate to truth, yet the world would often judge based on fragments and impressions. Tension mounted as Durk recounted exchanges with close associates and intermediaries who had influenced actions and decisions during that fateful night. Each anecdote added complexity, revealing a network of people whose actions intersected in ways previously unseen. "It was a chain of events," he explained. "Each step influenced the next. I was part of it, but not the only player." The room's atmosphere became almost cinematic, with the subtle hum of the fluorescent lights above and the distant clatter of keys in the visitation area adding to the scene's intensity. The footage that eventually leaked online captured Durk'S reflection on public backlash, the weight of speculation, and the internal conflict of wanting to provide clarity while fearing misinterpretation. "I know people have opinions," he said. "Some will never believe me, some will twist it for clicks. But the reality is what I lived." Fans online reacted immediately, debating every word, pausing clips, replaying subtle gestures, and analyzing Vaughn's mom's reactions for clues about what was considered true versus performative. By the midpoint of the discussion, the intensity of the conversation had escalated. Durk leaned forward, voice trembling slightly, as he described moments of panic and decision-making under extreme stress. Vaughn's mom countered, questioning choices, pushing for admissions, and emphasizing accountability. The leaked video captured the tension perfectly: Durk'S hesitations, Vaughn's mom's calm but piercing insistence, and the subtle interplay between regret, defense, and emotional exposure. Online, fans dissected each second, theorizing about motivations, intentions, and the accuracy of the leaked footage. The conversation also delved into reconciliations and missed opportunities for communication. Durk admitted, "I should have spoken earlier, reached out sooner, clarified things that got twisted." Vaughn's mom nodded, acknowledging the difficulty of navigating public perception while mourning personal loss. The room's energy fluctuated between confrontation and reflection, a dynamic mirrored by the reactions and debates erupting online. Fans compared the leaked clips with past interviews, searching for inconsistencies, confirmations, and emotional cues that might hint at underlying truths. As the conversation progressed, Durk'S tone became more introspective. He detailed the isolation he felt, the pressure from peers, media, and industry forces, and the internal conflict of wanting to honor Vaughn's memory while defending his own reputation. "It's like walking on a tightrope," he said. "Every word, every movement, every decision scrutinized." Vaughn's mom reinforced the importance of honesty, her gaze unwavering, her questions deliberate, and the weight of the conversation palpable. By the end of the session, the room had witnessed hours of delicate revelations, tense admissions, and emotional intensity. The leaked footage, once it hit the public, became a sensation, prompting debates across social media, blogs, and YouTube channels. Fans analyzed every gesture, every word, every glance, drawing conclusions, making judgments, and speculating about unseen aspects of the story. Durk'S controlled vulnerability, combined with Vaughn's mom's assertive presence, created a narrative that was as captivating as it was complex, ensuring that the footage would remain a central point of discussion for weeks. The discussion captured not only the personal stakes but also the broader implications for Chicago's rap scene. Observers noted the significance of the interaction: the meeting between a grieving mother and a prominent artist, the raw exposure of emotions, and the nuanced negotiations between accountability, perception, and personal reflection. Fans online dissected the dialogue, creating timelines, compiling clips, and debating the implications of every statement. Throughout the session, Durk maintained a balance between defensiveness and openness. He acknowledged mistakes, clarified actions, and addressed rumors, while Vaughn's mom pushed for clarity, challenging statements, and demanding accountability. The tension between confession and defense, between reflection and confrontation, kept the audience riveted, both in the room and online. The leaked jail conversation became a case study in emotional transparency, legacy, and public perception. Clips circulated widely, hashtags trended, and fans debated authenticity, motivations, and implications. Analysts highlighted the significance of the meeting, noting how the interaction revealed hidden dimensions of accountability, grief, and responsibility. By the conclusion of the conversation, Durk'S words, pauses, and gestures had painted a multifaceted picture of the night in question. Vaughn's mom's insistence on truth and accountability provided a counterbalance, ensuring that the narrative captured in the leaked footage was both emotionally charged and analytically rich. Fans dissected, theorized, and debated, making the leaked conversation a pivotal moment in the ongoing narrative surrounding Lil Durk and King Vaughn. The leaked footage's impact extended beyond immediate reactions. Industry insiders, bloggers, and fans used the material to revisit past narratives, assess reputational stakes, and evaluate accountability in the public eye. Every gesture, tone, and nuance became evidence in an evolving discourse that merged celebrity culture, social media dynamics, and public judgment. Ultimately, the leaked jail conversation between Lil Durk and King Von's mom became a seminal moment in rap commentary. Fans, analysts, and industry observers would continue to reference, debate, and dissect it, ensuring that the conversation's implications reverberated across social media and entertainment outlets for weeks to come. As the conversation drew to a close, the room held a heavy, almost cinematic silence. Lil Durk sat back, exhaustion etched into every line of his face, the weight of the revelations settling over him. King Von's mom remained poised, her eyes betraying both sorrow and a quiet determination. Every word exchanged had been charged with emotion, accountability, and unspoken histories, leaving an indelible mark on everyone present, as well as the millions who would soon witness the leaked footage. The cameras, now capturing the final moments, showed Durk lowering his gaze to the table, his hands fidgeting with the bracelet on his wrist. "I know this doesn't fix anything," he murmured, voice heavy with reflection. "I just hope people understand. Some truths are harder to face than others." Vaughn's mom leaned slightly forward, her voice steady, acknowledging the past is the first step. But actions moving forward define character, not words alone. The subtle tension between past accountability and future intentions resonated throughout the room. Once the recording ended, the impact of the leaked footage became immediate and overwhelming online. Clips went viral within minutes, dissected frame by fans and bloggers alike. Every glance, pause, and inflection from Durk and Vaughn's mom became a point of analysis, driving heated debates across social media platforms. The discussion wasn't just about a single night. It was about trust, loyalty, and the consequences of public perception in a digital age where privacy is fleeting. Reactions varied widely. Some fans expressed empathy, understanding the complex emotions of grief, responsibility, and regret. Others were skeptical, questioning motives, authenticity, and the framing of the conversation. Social media threads exploded with commentary, memes, and video breakdowns. Hashtags referencing the leaked interaction quickly began trending, ensuring that the dialogue would not fade into obscurity. Analysts and commentators started theorizing about what had truly occurred behind closed doors, and whether the footage altered the narrative surrounding Lil Durk's relationship with King Vaughn and his family. Within hours, the industry began to react. Influencers, bloggers, and YouTubers started producing reaction videos and timeline analyses, connecting the jail meeting to prior events, public statements, and previous controversies. The story transcended ordinary celebrity gossip. It became a viral study in accountability, media influence, and the delicate interplay of fame, grief, and public scrutiny. Every frame of the leaked footage was scrutinized, every subtle expression examined for hidden meanings, and every verbal exchange analyzed for underlying truths. The conversation had also shifted internal dynamics within Durk's circle. Associates and close friends discussed the implications, weighing the potential fallout from the viral leak. Strategies for response, messaging, and public engagement were deliberated in hushed tones, but nothing could contain the rapid spread of the footage. The narrative was already out of their control. The public now had its own lens to interpret the events, and each interpretation carried weight. As the digital storm raged, it became evident that this interaction between Lil Durk and King Von's mom would be a turning point in public discourse. The footage exposed vulnerability, accountability, and emotion rarely seen in high-profile figures, creating a tension between private grief and public spectacle. Fans dissected the authenticity, emotional resonance, and strategic framing of the exchange, driving conversations far beyond the initial release. The final moments of the recording captured a lingering sense of gravity. Durk and Vaughn's mom exchanged few words, the silence more telling than any statement could be. It was a silent acknowledgement of past pain, a recognition of public scrutiny, and an unspoken understanding that this footage would shape narratives, discussions, and perceptions for weeks, if not months. Online communities dissected these moments endlessly, replaying, screenshotting, and analyzing every subtle gesture. Ultimately, the leaked jail conversation served as a watershed moment. It showcased the complex intersection of grief, loyalty, accountability, and fame, all amplified in a digital age where every gesture can be scrutinized, every word replayed, and every emotion interpreted. The narrative surrounding Lil Durk and King Vaughn had been irrevocably altered, and fans, analysts, and industry observers would continue to debate, interpret, and draw conclusions from the footage for a long time to come. The final images from the footage lingered in viewers' minds: Durk's exhaustion, Vaughn's mom's calm resolve, and the weight of unspoken histories shared in a fleeting but profoundly impactful encounter. It was more than a meeting. It was a revelation, a reckoning, and a digital spectacle that reminded everyone that even in a world of controlled appearances, raw truth has a way of emerging, resonating, and changing the conversation forever. Now that you've seen the leaked conversation between Lil Durk and King Vaughn's mom, what do you really think happened behind closed doors? Do you believe the revelations, or do you think there's more to the story that hasn't surfaced yet? This isn't just gossip, it's a look at trust, loyalty, and the consequences of actions in the rap world, and the conversation is far from over. We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments, don't hold back. Which side are you on? Do you think Durk handled himself well, or is there more accountability he owes? How do you interpret the emotions, the pauses, the unspoken tension? Your insight helps shape the discussion for everyone watching. Make sure you smash that like button if this video opened your eyes or surprised you. Subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications so you never miss the next explosive leak, reaction, or breakdown. Share this video with your friends and on social media. Let's get everyone involved in this story, because the more eyes, the more truth we uncover. This isn't the end, it's only the beginning. Stick around, because we'll keep breaking down every angle, every leak, and every shocking twist in this saga as it unfolds. Stay tuned, stay alert, and keep watching.